every morning, before your alarm rings and your eyes open, to remember your own name and the place you're at. Something extraordinary happens. Inside your tiny body, 7 working guides gather around a circular table. They are not strangers. They have been with you since the day you were born, and every morning they hold the same meeting. Their question is simple. How shall we live today? The first to arrive is Sight. Sight makes an entrance. He points excitedly at everything. A new phone, a better car, expensive clothes, a beautiful stranger walking past the window. Before breakfast, Sight has already convinced himself that happiness is only one call or a purchase away. Hearing chuckles from across the table. I heard the neighbors arguing last night. I heard someone at work might lose their job. I heard our name mentioned yesterday. Sight laughs. You never know whether what you hear is true. Hearing smiles. I don't need it to be true, I only need someone to say it. Before the conversation can continue, the door bursts open. Taste arrives carrying breakfast, like a king returning from war. Fresh bread and a hot coffee. Sweet fruit sandwiched with pancakes. What a spicy jollof rice. Taste rubs his hands together. Nobody makes important decisions on an empty stomach. The others cannot argue with that. Just as everyone reaches for the food, Smell quietly stands. He raises one finger. Nobody eats. The room falls silent. Smell walks towards the refrigerator with the confidence of a detective who already knows the answer. He opens the door. He takes one slow breath. Then he closes it again. That chicken expired 3 days ago. Taste stares at him. It still looks fine. Smell shakes his head. So do many bad decisions. Even Spirit smiles. The meeting almost continues until Touch suddenly slams both hands on the table. I have several complaints. Everyone looks at him. The shower was freezing this morning. Our shoes still hurt. Who invented mosquitoes? And why does stepping on one tiny Lego brick feel like walking across 1,000 swords? Nobody answers. Some mysteries belong to the universe. Then Soul finally speaks. Unlike the others, Soul never raises a voice. I think we should call Mother today. The room becomes quiet. She sounded lonely yesterday. And perhaps we should forgive that friend. They probably hurt us because they were hurting too. For the first time that morning, nobody jokes. Even Taste forgets about breakfast. Then Spirit slowly rises. No one notices when Spirit enters a room. They only notice when everything becomes still. Spirit looks around the table with gentle eyes. You have all served this human faithfully. You helped them survive. You helped them experience the world. But never forget your place. You are guides. You are not the one who lives. Sight lowers his head. Hearing stops, listening. Taste puts down his spoon. Smell steps away from the refrigerator. Touch relaxes his fists. Soul closes his eyes. Spirit continues. You each believe you are the human. Sight thinks life is what can be seen. Hearing believes life is every voice. Taste searches for pleasure. Smell protects against filth. Touch remembers every pain. Soul carries every memory. But none of you is the whole person. The human is greater than any one of you. The human becomes complete only when all 7 work together. The room becomes perfectly silent. Outside, an alarm clock begins to ring. The meeting is over. Sight returns to the eyes. Hearing returns to the ears. Taste returns to the tongue. Smell returns to the breath. Touch returns to the skin. Soul returns to the heart. Spirit permeates the entire body. As a human being opens their eyes, they stretch, they yawn, they check their phone before saying good morning. The 7 gods sigh together. It is going to be one of those days. If you have ever wondered why one part of you wants discipline while another wants comfort, why one voice chases success while another longs for peace, perhaps you are not confused at all. Perhaps you are simply listening to 7 companions, genuinely trying to guide one human life with a mirror.